Now to the focus of these protests, the war in the Middle East.
Or perhaps the phrase that much of the world is hoping for, the avoidance of war in the Middle East. The state of Israel with a very hard and huge decision to make after Iran attacked Israel with missiles and drones on Saturday. Is a counterattack by Israel a fait accompli, or is this a time to stop a war? Eyewitness News reporter Josh Einiger keeping track of the choices and the potential outcomes. He's live in Jerusalem for us tonight. Josh.
Well, Bill, good evening. Just in the last few minutes, a military chief in the Israel Defense Forces released a statement saying, I'm going to read it now, Iran, he said, will face the consequences for its actions. We will choose our response accordingly. But what they choose could spiral this region into a much wider war. On the beach in Tel Aviv, this picture-perfect Monday afternoon all seemed normal. Life went on, not 36 hours after this weekend's Iranian attack. An unheard-of salvo of more than 300 drones and missiles launched directly from Iranian soil and straight for Israel.
It proved Israel is not alone, and it proved that Israel has a military superiority it can be proud of.
The White House spent the day publicly congratulating Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu for a job well done in repelling the attack, trying to prevent his war cabinet from reacting in kind. That would almost certainly provoke an even more furious response from Iran.
Iran announced when it declared an end of its attack that it would now attack Israel any time an Iranian asset or ally was attacked, which means that there's some new rules of the game.
That means the Prime Minister has a tough needle to thread, caught between angering his hawkish base, which wants to pummel Iran, and angering President Biden, who's already critical of Israel's conduct in Gaza and on whose support Israel deeply depends. For now, the Biden team is sending a gentle message to its longtime ally.
We have been coordinating a diplomatic response to seek to prevent escalation. Strength and wisdom need to be the different sides of the same coin.
Meanwhile, today Cardinal Timothy Dolan, who spent Saturday night in a Jerusalem bomb shelter, met with Israel's President Isaac Herzog.
We don't seek war.
A mostly ceremonial post, though Dolan says he came away impressed Israel is acting with the sobriety that's so desperately needed.
I get the impression the government puts a lot of thought, a lot of consultation, a lot of strategy into this, all right? And that's a good thing, that we try not to act on raw emotion all the time, but that we're thoughtful. Knowing him and knowing that he's having a hand in this, I'm saying, hey, this is good news.
A lot of people most likely are agreeing with Dolan and hoping for the best. Back live here in Jerusalem, we're almost 48 hours now since the Iranian attack started that led us to this point. Coming up on Eyewitness News at 6. How the decisions made by Benjamin Netanyahu do not come in a vacuum. He is wounded politically already in this country. More on a protest movement that's trying to turf him out of office when I see you on Eyewitness News at 6. We're live in Jerusalem tonight. Josh Einiger, Channel 7, Eyewitness News.